start recording.
The bank said that he was sitting on here videoing the windows of the bank, the upper windows, the bottom windows, was counting the number of employees through the window. When I made contact with him, he immediately put the GoPro on that bank and was trying to get badge number, name, all that information. I told the bank there's not a whole lot we can do because he's on the sidewalk, but he's like, we just don't want it to be like a crazy situation, you know, because he is sitting there counting employees inside. And I was like, I understand, but like, there's only so much I can do. But he asked for supervisors, so here we are.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Honeyfield. What can I do for you?
How you doing, sir?
Good.
Just your name and your badge, if I can.
Okay.
Your name and your badge, please.
Badge number's 107.
And how you pronounce that?
Honeyfield.
I like that.
So you're just out here videotaping?
On the sidewalk.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, and the gentleman did come and speak to me. I try to answer all his questions because I'm aware how everybody try to say how they feel. Everybody feels some type of way.
I get it.
It's 2025, but I answered every question the gentleman had for me. I told him nothing I'm doing is illegal. I said, if you call the authority, they're going to let you know. And I said, I won't go be long. I stayed because he said he's going to call you. I told him he can probably just shut the blinds. I'm not going to be here long.
Can I ask why you're videoing in front of the bank, though? Nothing you're doing is illegal. I'm just wanting clarification. So if we do get called back again, I can explain.
There's so many reasons why. Because I want to. It's a right. You supposed to back me up on it?
So the issue we have is legally by law, he's allowed to do it.
Even through our windows?
Yep, if he's on public on the sidewalk, he can do it. So this is a bait and trap, is what he's trying to do. Don't feed into it.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get in the route and have us come out here and hopefully someone screws something up somewhere.
Yeah, that's why I walked back
That's what he's
inside.
trying.
Yeah.
Now, if he comes in here and you don't want him on out of the building and he refuses to leave, that's trespassing.
Okay.
But if he's on the public sidewalk and he's doing it, he can do that. Best thing I can tell you is just ignore it. Because that's literally the only thing you can do. Because right now, the only reason why he's here is he's trying to do bait and trap.
Yeah.
So the thing is, just don't feed into it.
Yeah.
Because that's what he's wanting. So.
You know the guy at all?
Never seen him in mine. So,
Okay.
but legally, he can do it. If he steps in here and refuses to leave after you ask him to, call us. We can come back out and deal with that part. Because that's trespass.
No, I don't think he made a point of saying he wasn't coming inside.
He knows what he can do.
Yeah, he knows, because I asked him his reason for videoing, and I told him that it was a little suspicious that you're only videoing in front of the bank. And then he went off that he has a constitutional right to video, which he does, and it is his right to do so, but it is suspicious. I mean, I'm not.
Yeah.
So if something happens and it continues, like I said, we've got some things going on, so if it continues, call us and we'll see what we can do, but it's not illegal, unfortunately, for him to be on the sidewalk video.
The big thing is just don't feed into it.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to.
Yeah, he's trying to feed it, so.
One more thing before you go, sir. Either one. If I can get the CAD number, the call for service number, please.
I don't know that. I can't give that to you right now.
You can't have people do it. Y'all want to be the only ones to not call over to dispatch? Hey, can I get that call number and write it down for me? Or y'all going to force me to walk over to y'all police station and request everything?
So, here's the deal. You can legally do that.
Yeah.
All right? There's nothing
I'm
wrong
kind of
with it.
horrible at deals, man.
I mean, if you want to videotape, you can videotape. If you're on the public sidewalk, all that, that's fine.
Absolutely.
Now, if you go
Y'all not gonna get the CAD number though? Y'all not gonna do that for me. Okay, y'all can get out of here, man.
all right. Just if you go in businesses and do it, and they ask you to
go
leave.
inside there and you take something, you'll be arrested.
Right. All I'm saying is if you
I'm saying though is if
business,
you go inside this bank, you and your partner right here, and y'all go behind that counter and y'all take some money, you can be arrested.
right.
If you take that car right there and you drive it into that wall over there, that bank right there on the corner,
yeah,
you can probably lose your job and possibly be
You're
arrested for that.
Yeah.
If you go inside the middle of the street and just constantly stand in the middle of the street and doing push-ups, you can be arrested or cited for that.
What does that have to do with anything as to what we're talking about?
We just talking about possibilities. He's telling me
if you go in there,
if you go in there and slap that lady in there,
all right. I'm just saying, if you go into business, they ask you to leave, you'll have to leave.
I've never been in there. I'm not going. I don't want to go.
And you're
in
fine.
there.
You're perfectly fine.
I tell officers too.
Right.
You know, don't beat your dog.
Yeah.
Don't sleep with your neighbor's dog. Don't beat your wife. You know, I don't need.
Okay.
And I'll be shocked when y'all come into contact with these. Y'all know who y'all dealing with, what you dealing with, and it's like you still going down the checklist when you can cut it out. Sometimes you ain't gotta go down that checklist. You dig? I understand. You gonna walk off on me while I'm talking to you?
Well, but I got other calls I gotta go to.
I was just saying real quick. I understand that y'all have that checklist, but sometimes just common sense, like, look, we ain't even gotta go down every call. You don't have to go down every checklist.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Well, I ain't gonna hold you up, man. You have
all
a
right,
great day.
man. You have a good day.
Yes, sir.
Central IM 10A.